Hello and welcome to Rule the Waves 3, playing as Japan on Super Large Plus Plus, starting 1890. We are in 1911. We are engaged in a war against Russia and Germany. And in this episode we will, fight Russia mostly. And we will finally conquer Sakhalin. And generally good times all around. So let's jump in. Go! Germany has quite the doom stack in Southeast Asia, but they can't invade anything or do anything useful, so we could move to meet them, but we have this invasion going, so we're not gonna do that. They have way more ships in the South Atlantic than they can support, same with the West Coast here, same with the Indian Ocean. They do have some bases here, but it's 11 points total, so no. What could happen, of course, is that if Germany gets a better invasion tech, doesn't need to be too many years away. Happens around the start of the First World War, something like that. Then they could reach my areas. 500 miles. Too bad. But we will just move on. Cruiser action. Do they decline? No, they did not decline. You may add one ship. Okay, this is significant because when adding ships, you can, for some reason, add battle cruisers to cruiser groups. It won't go fast, but I mean, a battle cruiser is a battle cruiser. We don't even have to make it a flagship. That will happen automatically. 100 miles. Nautical miles. Okay. There we are. We should probably save again. It is morning, cloudy, moderate breeze. So not perfect sighting conditions, but not bad. And as you can see, the AI always sticks the big ones up front. So if you want to have your divisions with ships that are of different sort of roles, you want to have a tank or two in the front and some heavily armed glass cannons in the back, you need to have the heavier ships up front, or they will be swapped around. So if you make your artillery platforms heavier and stick them in the back, the AI will put them in the front and you will be sad. No, I mean, these are not bad ships, not by any means, but we could just outrun them and have them forcibly detached so they become their own squadron, and in that way we could have one sort of hammer, the battle cruiser, and an anvil, these three cruisers to crush them upon. We will run until we see something. We are unlocked and we didn't see anything, so we will go up to 18 knots, I think. Yeah, we can angle. Side. The advantage here is, of course, you can't really go wrong. Not squad max. We will just go to 27 knots and run with that. And you take it down to normal and just see what this is. Angle the squadron a little bit. This is an Usliabia with 3.5-inch deck and a base speed of 21 knots, but the chances of this ever having been engine rebuilt is 0, so it has a 19 knot speed. If it's 21 knots, I would be extremely surprised. So 2 of those. Some destroyers. Yes. And now we have a separate squadron that can keep running. Let's just try not to get torpedoed here. Sorry, my friend, he slipped past you there. It's a little bit risky, but they don't have double, triple torpedoes or anything, so... Let's take off the following to see what destroyers are dead. Okay, yeah. Quite a few of them. Imagine trying this scenario with only a knot or maybe 2 knots of overtake speed. It would be very different. And that, I think, concludes this mission. Probably not a huge victory, but I'll take it. Guys, just order disengagement. Guys, knock it off. We're the nice Japanese, so we pick up survivors and everything. And we totally don't put them in unpleasant camps or anything. Treat them nicely. We give them rice and they get fish and maybe a little chicken. Then they can learn about our culture. Yeah. Okay, it's picking up a lot of survivors actually. Yeah, let's put this on super fast mode. Oh, 2 cruisers, 2 old cruisers, or whatever. A little one. And another little one. So, yeah. That's a win. Some minor damage to the battle cruiser. That's it. Probably will be repaired next on prestige, but that's not enough, unfortunately, to reduce unrest. South American West Coast, that's a black hole. Redoubtable! Yay! Hey! But what are we going to fight over now? Maybe we can tempt the Russians to invade us. Build a 4-inch fortification. Let's go check out that redoubtable. Where is it? Yeah, it had 14-inch guns, much as I predicted. 10 14-inch guns, same as my ship, but my ship is 23 knots, not 21. And I have a more impressive secondary. Secondary battery is my tertiary battery, effectively. And I have better belt. He probably has better deck, but we are not doing deck fights. We are fighting at shorter ranges here. So renown, that's also gonna be a 14-incher. This could be 14 inches. This probably is a 12-inch. Building so much. Destroyer is almost done. Build ship. Yamato pick. Setsu. Let's reduce this to medium. We can save $100. Fine. Yeah, I replenished some of my destroyer squadrons, and I established a new 31-knot screening squadron for the battle cruisers, because they will often move in very aggressive ways, so they need some destroyer support. I also think we should build another batch of these destroyers, but let's see if we can... no, we can't improve them, so... build ship. Where did you go? There you go. Let's build 6 more. Just so we can refill as they get sunk. Yeah. Germans have moved on. I mean, they have a base here in the Marshall Islands, so I guess. Enemy coastal raid. Do I have anything? German Navy declines. I have nothing there, but okay. It's gonna be sunk if you don't play it out. Unknown ship is there, so we will go squad max. It's a strong gale. Oh my god. What 13 knots is the maximum speed. And it will be dark eventually. Oh, but this one has a higher maximum speed. Okay. Go a little bit back and forth. No longer a strong gale. I took a crippling hit. We're down to 6 knots. Getting darker. Let's turn. Oh no! Flee into the dark. Stupid. Machinery repaired. We had some salt water in the feed tanks. And we got a conning tower hit. There is no armor on that conning tower. In this sense, the conning tower would just be the secondary control station or whatever. Okay, we survived. Fine. Yes. We have to do something a little bit more creative now. But we thwarted some raids. Tension with Russia increases. Let's look at relations. Now, the US is very upset with the Germans. The French are also very semi-upset with the Germans. The Russians are upset with the US and Spain. Maybe this will develop into World War One. I don't know. What to do? I will definitely split up my forces now, send a smaller squadron to Southeast Asia. I just need to decide if I want to split my battle cruisers into 2 groups or not. I probably will, but I need to think about it. We need to be creative here. I think we need to engage in a little bit of trade warfare and counter trade warfare in case we can't bring them to force them to do battle. This is an armed merchant cruiser. It takes 4 months to build for around 600 monies. So it's not insignificant, but it's not massive. Can't be made long range, unfortunately. So we will have to keep it at medium. 15 coal turbine. Vertical triple expansion saves like 5 money. That's, I don't see any point in using those. That would be for role-playing reasons only, but if it was a 50 or 100 or something, but for some reason coal turbines are as cheap as VTE on a freighter. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Even in World War II, they tried to make ships without full turbines so that they could save the turbine gearing for warships and important transport ships, but well, never mind. So it has some token weapons, it has torpedoes, and I stuck 40 mines on it, so it's gonna be a raider. We don't need it for blockading, so this is a raider. This is what it looks like for real. And yeah, I'll include it in the files, of course. So we need to develop it. Probably possible to make it few dollars cheaper, but Osama Maru. Okay. There it is. You immediately corvettes and fast build corvettes and fast build armed merchant cruisers immediately take you to build. You pay the cost, there is no design time. So if we build 4 of this, that's not a whole lot. 6 more significant. Let's build 6. We have to think long term in case we end up in a very long war. And I also think we can afford 6 subs. We have a pretty extensive network of bases. We could go from 1, 2, 3, 4 areas where we could do some trade warfare. They are unlikely to have very super efficient anti-sub units everywhere. I also switched over to price rules here because we aren't blockading them, so that could be effective. Maybe it's a waste of time, but we had an episode not long ago where we talked about trade warfare and armed merchant cruisers and subs and all of that. So let's put it to the test. Hope the war doesn't end immediately. I have a task force of 2 battle cruisers, 4 cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and some destroyers moving to Southeast Asia. And I am also looking at some light cruisers here of the non-type that will go to TP. And one will move to the South Pacific. Oh, I loaded, so it's gone. had lunch and had a little walk and had a bit of a think, and then turn messages disappear. Usually not a big problem. I will send the other one to the Indian Ocean. I vaguely remember some stuff happening there. Move Indian Ocean. That leaves me with 4 light cruisers in my home area. 1 to follow the battle cruisers and 1 for the battle squadron. Okay. Yeah, I gave the battle cruisers the best commander I could find, so that's nice. The squadron itself is poor, and when I removed 2 ships from this squadron, it went from good to fair. I don't know. Let's put this on trade protection in addition to the others, so we have some trade protection. We have trade protection in Northeast Asia. Not a lot, but have some. And we have on the way to South Pacific and the Indian Ocean. Coastal bombardment. Okay. Russians accept that. Pricing. Hails command check early. That's fine. Don't need any help. Yeah, sure. The bombardment target is there. We are having calm, clear. It's August. We're all friends and good times. Ship sighted. Okay. Let's speed it up. Got to turn on my sea sounds in the background here. Oh. Resvet class, that's old and oh, that's old. Oh my god, that's old. We are in 1911 now, so that's 20 years old. Oh, it's his entire fleet of legacy battleships. Okay, this could be fairly interesting. We only have 2 battle cruisers, but we do have these pretty mean 9-inch guys, so that's gonna be great, I think. Oh, they have a battleship with 8 11-inch on the broadside. Decent. 19 knots. I won't lie, I miss having all 4 battle cruisers here. Would make this a lot easier. But we'll make do. Can we get them to do a decent torpedo run? Probably not. The angle is a bit difficult. Getting some good cross-deck fire here, that's always cool. Uma taking some hits. Let's not slide up on the side of them, but we can keep behind them here and whittle away at them. Machinery damage, that's never good for a poor destroyer. Well, it's not that damaged. Maybe they can get a torpedo or 2 off, or failing that, they can just harass the enemy. We'll be getting all 8 guns on the broadside, yes. Okay, this is too much. Since you are not actually firing, this is madness. Okay, we're breaking them up though. Very nice. And go home. That's all I wanted, really. Okay, they are going in that direction. Let's go full tilt with the battle cruisers because they don't like being overlapped. Go home with. Belt upper. They stopped using belt upper. I was afraid of that. I was gonna comment that I have TPS 1, but this is clearly becoming too dangerous. And how fast is this guy steaming? Flooding is acceptable, I would say. Probably unwarranted. I should have smarter about it. Go to 25 and still overlap. Now I think we need another destroyer rush. Yes, absolutely. Perfect time. Heavy damage and fire, that's always comforting. That was a belt deck hit, so you saw the advantage of slope deck. It penetrated the belt, but hit the deck. I just wish my heavy cruisers were built like 1 or 2 knots faster. Would have been grand. My destroyer has been rammed. Why did you do that? Incredibly rude thing to do. Can this guy be out of arc? I don't understand. No, it's mobile. %5 hit chance. These have 10. Yeah. 10 to 5. is done. Okay, a single destroyer. Yeah, we got it. The torpedo. Very nice. You can't do that in a few years. Just so we're clear. Once they have double, triple, quadruple fast-moving torpedoes, that's not a good idea. That's a destroyer. And damaged and heavily. And not heavily damaged. Every destroyer is damaged. E1, okay. One of the classic messages. Doesn't kill the game, fortunately, so. Three, 4, 5%, 10%. So this one is going down. I just don't want to get that classic torpedo as I approach it, so angling a little bit away from it. Now it is gone. Just finish this destroyer so it doesn't think strange. Hawkeye is on fire. Six knots should be in. I didn't notice it had taken so much fire, but of course it's been dueling with a bunch of pre-dreadnoughts, so taking quite a few 12 and 6-inch hits. Where did it fire spread? Okay. And I didn't even notice. Don't know why I even have epic games. Old fire. It's elite, and if we stop it and it's calm weather, should be able to extinguish the fire. I mean, you never know. Timber. Where did that light go? Ah, it's back to AI. Yeah, it's finished. Where is my closest base? It is 300 nautical miles. Cruise. Cruise. Why bother with that light now? This guy up. No? No, wait! The bombardment target. Wow. I forgot all about that one. These damaged destroyers that I tried to detach, they are not going to go that way. They are going to go the other way. Still burning. Can you just put out that fire? Yes, please. And division. Log entries. Extinguished. Okay, cruise back to base. Lightly flooding, poor guy. This is how you bring the objective back. Go to objective and click the objective. Then you get the circle back. Who is this and why is he spinning? It's another destroyer. It's not damaged at all. It should be guarding my battle cruiser, but it's not, so it can just go home instead. And this is another confused. Probably a destroyer, yes. The target, so let's slow down. Probably had the cruiser selected and then clicked. Okay. Let's drop the speed down to 8 knots. Oh, these guys have so little ammo left. They probably have 0 high explosive ammunition, 25 rounds. Okay, let's see if they start shooting. Why? Went to speed 5 and AI control. And these guys keep reverting to AI mode. Very strange. Okay, so I had some guns with ammo, but these guys have a lot of ammo left. Well, a lot. Good. Forward to the battle cruiser and let's go home. Support the battle cruiser. Cruise speed and woohoo! Let's just tell them to out of Dodge City. Interesting battle. Kind of. A little bit confused and chaotic, but overall pretty good. And now night. And the scenario will probably end soon. No, we did sacrifice quite a few destroyers. That was necessary, I think, to keep their destroyers off me and break up their formation so I could pick them up. Feel free to let me know if I was too aggressive with my flag. I have too many ships to manually control anything, so that's out of the question. Only light damage on the battle cruisers. Got 7 capital ships and a heavy cruiser, so this is definitely acceptable. So we now are down to 5 unrest. That's much better. Condenser trouble. Okay. 3 ships have finished working up. Destroyers, that is. Okay, this is actually kind of interesting because we have in many ways accomplished what we can, but without border changes or reparations. That's not interesting at all. No, we should not let them off lightly. If they had offered reparations, then yeah, sure. Early airships, that's fine. Okay, so we need more trade protection in Northeast Asia. These are slow cruisers, so I can use my own heavy cruisers as trade protection, I think. Let's see what they have to offer. Russia has 5 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers. We know that they are raiding. That's fine. Did we have any other raider messages? No. And the Germans are just hanging out where they have some bases. Germany, 1 battleship, 4 destroyers. Weird. Northeast Asia. Those are repairing. These 2 can go on trade protection. No, they can't. I only have 1 active battle cruiser, so that's not happening. ESO, repairing. Okay. Let's look at divisions. Some of my destroyers pretty weakened. This one can move over to number 5 division. Division 565566 5665, so not so bad after all. Yeah, good. A long way off. I don't know. Maybe this is just a waste of time. One destroyer coming out next time. It's been delayed several times. Docks are building. Great Britain has 35, so we are ahead. We are average. Rest of the world more advanced. We don't care about that. And that concludes episode 32. Things are going well, I would say. We are down to 5 tensions, and Russian fleet is dwindling, so to speak. I'm not sure if my sub-armed merchant cruiser building program is actually going to amount to anything at all, but it's fun to try, so let's keep doing it. So, thanks for watching and see you again soon.